Okay, there it goes. Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Devotions at the Garden of Hope. It's a beautiful day today. I can tell it's going to be hot. Doug West, his mother passed away Thursday. Remember him and his family in prayer. This last Thursday is when she passed away. Just went prayer for rain in southern Oklahoma to prevent wildfires. Joyce Stewart, pray for several folks who are under evacuation orders in southern Oregon. Logan's MRI was rescheduled to this Saturday. Tracy Cook has anxiety and she's worried. Lynn Edwards has an unspoken request. Pray for the families of the Gilroy Garlic Festival mass shooting in California. Leah's daughter, Kelty, fainted and hurt her jaw and right foot. Just went pray that Oregon gets some rain for those suffering from loss and having to be removed from their their home. Following God has an unspoken request. Sarah had a seizure and is in the hospital. Hazy Rose's husband found a job. He starts today. Amen. Tweets her doctor ordered medicine for her abscess, but she updated me and said that she's doing better. She's doing better. She goes back to the dentist, I think, tomorrow. No, that's Saturday. No, Friday. Yeah, I think tomorrow. Mimi has an unspoken request. I don't know where all the birds are this morning. I've not seen it this quiet out here in a while. Or not heard it this quiet in a while. Okay, our Bible reading comes from Psalm 107, 1 through 16, 35, and 36. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story, those he redeemed from the hand of the foe, those he gathered from the lands, from east and west, from north and south. Some wandered in desert wastelands, finding no way to a city where they could settle. They were hungry and thirsty, and their lives ebbed away. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them from their distress. He led them by a straight way to a city where they could settle. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. For he satisfies the thirsty and fills the hungry with good things. Some sat in darkness and utter darkness, prisoners suffering in iron chains, because they rebelled against God's commands and despised the plans of the Most High. So he subjected them to bitter labor. They stumbled, and there was no one to help. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. He brought them out of darkness, the utter darkness, and broke away their chains. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. For he breaks down the gates of bronze and cuts through bars of iron. He turned the desert into pools of water and the parched ground into flowing springs. There he brought the hungry to live, and they founded a city where they could settle. Okay. Our devotion is entitled Healing Flood. I've always loved a good thunderstorm. As kids, whenever a storm was truly incredible, with booming thunder and buckets of heavy rain pouring down, my siblings and I would make a mad dash around the outside of our house, slipping and sliding along the way. When it was time to go back inside, we were soaked to the bone. It was an exhilarating taste for just a few minutes of being immersed in something so powerful we couldn't quite tell whether we were having fun or terrified. This picture comes to mind when, as in Psalm 107, Scripture compares God's restoration to a barren wilderness transformed into pools of water, because the kind of storm that transforms a desert into an oasis isn't a gentle shower, it's a downpour, flooding every crack of parched ground with new life. And isn't that the kind of restoration we long for? When our stories feel like tales of aimless wandering because we are hungry and thirsty, starving for healing that never seems to arrive. We need more than a bit of hope. And when deep-rooted patterns of sin leave us trapped in utter darkness, our hearts need more than just a little change. That's exactly the kind of transformation our God can bring. It's never too late to bring our fears and shame to the one who's more than able to break our chains and flood our darkness with his light. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, I want to pray for everybody on the prayer list today. Please help Oregon and Oklahoma to get the much needed rain. And help everybody else on the prayer list, whatever their need may be, Lord. In the Lord's name I pray. Amen. I hope y'all enjoy the morning devotions at the Garden of Hope. Please press that like button, subscribe if you hadn't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you later on.